Greetings again, John Abendroth here, PGA Golf Professional, and that's the great face of Steve John, the executive director of both the AT&T Pro-Am at Pebble Beach and the Pure Insurance Championship coming up in the middle of September. And joining us via cell phone is Glen, former PGA Tour winner and currently on the Champions Tour. And Glen, thanks so much for having us on. And you made a quick trip as we record this. You went from the Boeing up in Seattle, and you say you're in Michigan for a few days.
We are. The next week here's the Ally Challenge in Flint, Michigan, and it as you know, traveling from west to east, you get up at 4 o'clock in the morning, you get on the plane, and you land at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So it was a fast day.
Yeah, it goes away quick. When you travel from east to west, it's easy. West to east, not so good.
One of my funny memories of among many when I played on the PGA Tour was I played in Flint when it was a Buick Open, and we all got a white Buick car as a courtesy car. And I remember staying at Best Western, and you'd walk out in the morning, and there's 9 guys trying to figure out which car is theirs. So.
That is exactly right.
That was I'm sure they were Buicks, because that's Buick Town.
Exactly. It was a Buick Open and all Buicks and all that. Steve, you're coming up on your tournament season. You got about 4 months apart. You got your 2 championships and the Pure Insurance. Now, get me started here. Are you one of the few that is tournament director for 2 different championships?
Yeah, I think we might be one of the few host organizations that put on 2 events. I know there's groups that put on multiple tournaments, but they don't do the soup to nuts like we do, and don't give away the money directly like we do. We're going to surpass 200 million in giving at the AT&T this year, which is the first on the PGA Tour to do so. And we affect about 250 charities a year with the funds that come directly from the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am. Pure Insurance, all the funds go right to First Tee Initiatives. And that's been a really successful event. Started in 2004. And it's really fun. The juniors, as Glen knows, Glen's been playing a bunch of years. And he's so good about, making sure that the junior has a good time. Not that they need to worry about it, but it's always nice to have the pro that cares. And Glen gets into it. He really helps the pro, either male or female. And to make it a special week, it's a bucket list for all the juniors that make it here from the First Tee organization. 81 juniors this year will come and see Pebble Beach for the very first time at the Pure Insurance. Maybe they've been here before, I doubt it, but certainly to play in the Pure Insurance Championship. It's a one and done. You play it one time and that's it.
Glen, you've had a good year, your best year on the Champions Tour. The way I read it, you've got 7 top 10s at this point. And you've got a nice position in 26th on the Charles Schwab money list. So you got to feel good about how things are going this year.
I do. It was kind of a wraparound year for the people that are listening that, I don't know, blacked out for, a year and a half or so. We've been in COVID, and we had, a wraparound season. We only played 14 tournaments last year. And we encompassed that with this year, which I think we played 24 events this year. So, it's been good. I've played well. It's been a good situation. And, we've got 9 more tournaments to play. I look forward to playing them all.
And what about coming back to Pebble in a different type of year where you played there with some success in the winter, and now you come back in our what we call Indian summer, which is, September, October is kind of our best weather of the year in Northern California. It's got to be nice to come back and play and see it in different, different weather conditions.
Well, it is. The golf course plays firmer, which is great because the older I get, the shorter I get, and I need the ball to run. But more importantly, I made a lot of friends over the years in the area, Steve being one of them. Steve played in the AT&T, and the first year he played in the AT&T I was his pro, and I was a rookie on tour at the time. And Steve's kind of modest about it, but he won the most valuable amateur that year as well. So I've made a lot of good friends over the years. It's good to see people, that's the great thing about the game of golf. And these kids with the first tee, they learn that when they get out there. They meet a lot of people. They get email addresses and they stay in touch. I've stayed in touch with the kids that I've played with. And, it's really powerful for them moving forward in their life, no matter if they play golf or not.
Yeah, that's really a great perspective. And Steve, it's kind of fun. I'm kind of losing track of a couple of them, but I believe maybe Harold Varner and Scott Langley are two of the very successful male players on the PGA Tour gone through the First Tee program. And are there a couple of women as well that have gone on to play on the LPGA Tour that you could talk about?
Yeah, Paula Kramer as well, Northern California, Pleasanton. But don't forget Cameron Champ. Cam Champ went through the First Tee as well.
Yes.
And we have a thing during the week, and Glen does everything during the week for us. He's a huge help to me with getting the guys for the pro-ams. We have a special pro-am that we raise money for the Monterey chapter. But we have a night called Legends and Leaders, and we bring in 9 speakers, and they speak to each of the core values, each one of the honesty, integrity, perseverance. And Cameron's going to speak this year as one of our 9 speakers. So the kids will be elated when they see Cam, especially after his victory, a month ago. It's a special night. We will not bring them there live. Typically, we'll have the speakers there live, but we're going to do this as a video again. One more year as a video, and then next year, hopefully, they come back and be back to normal. But Scott Langley and Cam. It's just great success stories, but it's not about golf, and this, John, as well as anybody. The First Tee program is really building future leaders. It's a youth development program, one of the most successful in the country. So these juniors, men and women, ages 15 to 18 window, will come here, and they're the next to cure cancer. They're really not thinking, I'd like to play golf. Some will have some desire to play college golf at some level, but they really are. They're the next leaders of our world, and it's so exciting to meet them and see the drive in their life and what they really want to do. And there's so many of those stories. Glen's experienced it with his juniors, but that's really the secret sauce is what they get, what the experience they get. Glen touched on it. Be able to walk 4.5 hours with somebody, with a George Roberts, or Paul Hazen, who was head of Wells Fargo for years. You can't just walk in a CEO's office and sit down for 4.5 hours and talk to them. And the juniors can do that at this event. They walk with them in the fairways and then have lunch with them, breakfast with them. So it's really special.
Yeah, that's. I mean, what an amazing thing is. And when people talk to me about the First Tee program, I explain. I say, well, it's golf, but really golf's the gift wrapping for all these other things that are the the core values that they teach the kids, and that's something that puts perspective. And I've now had a grandchild, 2 grandkids of mine have gone through the program at Harding Park in San Francisco. So
that's great.
That's kind of fun. Glen, talk about your game a little bit and what you're working on and what you're going to be ready for in Flint there.
Well, I'm currently working on trying to forget what I did on Sunday.
I wasn't going to bring that up, by the way.
Hey, look, we're on the Champions Tour. Everything's a lot more relaxed and everything. Look, people give you a hard time if you play good or if you play bad. It doesn't really matter. We laugh. We have a good time. I tell people all the time, I said, we're at the age that I guess we just don't have that much testosterone running through our body anymore. I don't have the energy to get mad anymore. You know what I mean? We do the best we can do. We enjoy what we're doing. I'm extremely blessed to be able to do this. Being a kid from South Mississippi that grew up on a 9-hole golf course that got to play once a week. And I've gotten to play on some of the best courses in the world. I've gotten to play with presidents. I've played with kings of countries. I'm a blessed individual. So you have a bad round of golf. Yeah, you're going to get mad, but when you stop have a glass of wine and think about how life's been, you're pretty lucky. So
yeah,
well said.
Worried. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm just.
Go ahead.
No, I said I'm just here in Flint and relaxing and getting ready to go again. You never know when something good's going to happen. Vice versa, you never know when something bad's going to happen. So I like to tell people I believe that golf mirror images life. You wake up in the morning and you think today's going to be a great day, and then you have a flat tire, or you hit it in the bunker and it plugs under the lip on the first hole. How are you going to react? Character building, and the first tee is great at that with these kids in building character. And you said it perfectly. It's wrapped up in golf. Golf is just a vehicle to teach these kids the core values of life.
Yeah. I remember, talking about the everyday is different. Billy Casper once said that the reason for hitting balls on the driving range was to figure out where it was going that day. So, you talk about going day by day. That's something. Steve John joins us from the AT&T and the Pure Insurance Championship, and Glen Day playing regularly on the Champions Tour. Glenn, something I'll touch on is, when COVID started, none of us had lived through this type of thing before, and all of a sudden golf became one of the highlights. As a PGA member, I'm amazed to talk to friends and golf courses that I'm aware of that, golf is booming. And I think the PGA Tour was the first organization in professional sports or even high-end amateur sports that got going. So you and your fellow players have to feel pretty fortunate that golf was able to do this.
Well, we feel very fortunate. As everyone knows, going through COVID, you don't want to be, let's say, in a crowd of people or, whatever, and that was the whole deal. Well, golf, you play outside. We played a tournament, and I actually played with an individual. At the end of the week, he had to get a test because he was going somewhere, and he tested positive. So they go back to contact tracing. And if you were within 6 feet of the person for more than 15 minutes, I believe is the CDC regulations, let's say, you have to do extra stuff. So we started adding it up. And believe it or not, if you walk and play golf outside, you are not going to be within 6 feet of the same person for more than 15 minutes in a day in a round of golf. So it's a perfect avenue for people to get outside. It's exercise. You get out in the sun. You get away from all of the problems that are going on in the world right now, and you go have fun. It's a wonderful sport.
Yeah,
that's so true, Glenn. And it's social distancing is built in, and to see the game grow. You can't even. I don't know if it's still the case or not, but we couldn't find golf clubs. We couldn't find push carts. I mean, the game exploded over the COVID.
Yeah, exactly right.
Yeah.
Steve, let's talk about your tournaments coming up middle of September, the 18th through the 20th for the Pure Insurance, and spectators allowed. You got the kids playing again this year. Talk about that championship a little bit.
Yeah, so we're not really open to the public. We're trying to just go one more year of keeping it a little bit of a private event for those that are here, the juniors. It's really all about the juniors, as you know. You've been down, you covered us before, but we're gonna keep it just kind of private this year again, just for one more time. I hope we don't have to do it in 2022, but we will. We'll still focus on the kids. The TV, it'll be on Golf Channel as normal, covered on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We're opposite the Ryder Cup, so there'll be some additional. We'll be drawing some attention to Pebble Beach from Ryder Cup because they love the first tee's part of obviously a key initiative of the PGA Tour. But we'll have a great week. 81 pros, 81 juniors, 162 amateurs make up the groups. 23 juniors make the cut to play Sunday, and then 10 amateur teams make the cut to play Sunday as well. 50 in ties for the pros. and you can follow it online, and obviously it's on TV Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But we're excited. The organizations that are behind us, Chevron and obviously Pure Insurance. Pure Insurance is our title sponsor, is fantastic, and they're committed to it. CEO Ross Buckmuller is passionate about golf, and he's a great player. So I think we're in a good place. I think we've got a nice long-term relationship ahead of us with them. And then our secondary sponsors, Nature Valley, as you know, was a title sponsor for us for a while. So we have great support, good financial support, good momentum. We're actually going to play Spyglass this year in addition to Pebble. So Pebble Spy this year, which, might be a little more challenging for people. Spy's a brute. Glen's used to it from AT&T, but it doesn't play as long in the summer, Glen, as it does in February. So.
And what about volunteers?
We're still looking for volunteers. I mean, we'll never turn a volunteer away, even if we're semi-full. We're looking for volunteers. It's all on the website, the PureInsuranceChampionship.com. Volunteers are always welcome. We love them. We can't run a tournament without them. And we do have a tournament coming up. I'm going to send it to you. You can put it out to your masses. The Legends and Leaders Pro-Am we have at Monterey Peninsula Country Club on the Wednesday of the tournament week, the 23rd, I think it is, 23rd, 24th. Is at MPCC, and we bring in 18 pros playing in the tournament. You play the Dunes Golf Course. We do a clinic in the beginning around noon, have a nice lunch on the range at MPCC, play the Dunes Course, followed up by the Legend Leader Speaker Series. So that night at Pebble Beach on the 18th green, everybody that plays the tournament in the Legends is invited to go down to 18th green and to watch the video of the 9 speakers. And it's incredible lineup, absolutely incredible lineup. I can't tell you yet. We're going to release it. I think Friday we released the 9 speakers. They're off the charts. Again, we always have great speakers because everybody wants to help. It's not a hard ask. So it's going to be a busy week, but I will send you a link to that Legends Leaders Pro-Am and put it out to your people to help us out a little bit.
And I know it's early on, but a quick hit on the 18T. Any excitement? I know you usually wait till like December to, tease us for January for the last minute celebrities and things, but.
Hang on a second. I got to shut this window. Hold on.
And I know everybody will know about it later, but looks like Tony Finau won the playoff. Glen, maybe you don't have the TV on, so that's fun for him to.
No,
Sorry, Don. I had the guy was blowing the patio off, so I didn't really hear what you had to say about TNT.
No, I was just asking.
It's coming up.
Yeah, coming up quick, and always kicks off the golf season, at least here in Northern California and the West Coast.
Yeah.
And what a venerable event.
It is. It'll be great. We'll have full spectators in 20 and 22 at the AT&T, full build. That's the plan. Who knows the way we're going in the world, if we'll be able to pull it off, but we're planning right now to have a full tournament, just as in the past. And there's a lot of pent up demand. The other tournaments in the PGA Tour and PGA Tour Champions are seeing some really interested people that they want to get back to normal, and that's their way. And we hope we can help them participate in that.
Glen, I want to thank you for your time, and best of luck this week. We'll be watching for you, and hope you get a good Sunday under your belt and get a win. That'd be a good way to think about coming to the West Coast for your buddy Steve.
That would be wonderful, and I'm gonna relax for a couple of days and get back prepared and have a good time giving it a shot anyway.
That's great. Good luck, Glen.
Good stuff. All right, guys. Thank you so much. And that is Steve John and Glen Day. And I want to remind folks that we're sponsored in part by Original Joe's of Westlake. Check it out if you haven't been there. Great friends and great golf supporters there as well. So
great food.
Good stuff there. Yeah,
Woo!
Exactly. Yeah.
Really good.
Good stuff. All right, guys. Thank you so much.
Thanks. Appreciate it. Thanks, Glen. See you, John.
All right. Very good.
See you soon.